Commodity heat map. We have flipped the calendar to 2022. Whether you crushed it or got crushed in 2021, it's time to sharpen your pencils, refocus, and prepare to capitalize on new opportunities. The Katusa commodity heat map. As many of you know, commodities are cyclical. Large price moves normally come in waves, and the big winners rotate as the economy changes. When the economy is expanding, base metals and industrial commodities do well. When the economy is stagnating or declining, precious metals act as stores of value. What you're looking at right now is a table which shows the annual percentage return for select major commodities. While very basic, it provides a great overview of what was hot and what was not hot in the past 5 years. Gold's mild year. After a strong and profitable 2020, gold and gold miners struggled in 2021. Bullion was down 4%, while many miners saw their share prices decline by over 20%. Inflationary conditions are driving expectations of interest rate hikes, which has put pressure on gold prices. Further putting pressure on gold, and contrary to the outlook of many gurus, the US dollar remained strong in 2021, with the US dollar DXY Index appreciating 4.7% for the year. As I have said many times, don't fight the Fed or underestimate the power of the US dollar. Gold miners themselves face supply chain issues, and cost increases were seen across the industry. In addition, many mining stocks were victims of tax loss selling and closed out the year near 52-week lows. However, even in a somewhat gloomy environment at current gold prices of $1,800 per ounce, gold miners are incredibly profitable. I expect 2022 to be a whipsaw year for precious metals and considerable volatility. I recently added to my favorite gold holding, uranium heat. Uranium and uranium stocks had a banner year in 2021. Physical uranium was up 40% on the year, its best year in over a decade. The other yellow metals soared higher as physical buyers loaded up on uranium for immediate delivery, and uranium stocks soared as well. A basic basket of uranium stocks returned about 80% last year. The KRO subscribers were positioned in the #1 uranium stock in the world, which returned more than 200% in 2021. The chart you're looking at right now, the green line, are the KRO uranium stocks indexed, and then the red line is the peer average index. As you can see, the KRO significantly outperformed our peers. In 2022, I expect uranium to remain volatile with lots of opportunity for potential upside. The current situation with protests in Kazakhstan could bring a shock to uranium prices. The country is the world's largest producer of uranium. To the uranium market, Kazakhstan is like Saudi Arabia, Russia, and all of OPEC to the oil market. The Kazakh state-run operation Kazatomprom is the world's largest, lowest-cost uranium miner in the world. Kazatomprom produces over 40% of the world's uranium. Another key driver in 2022 will be the new European legislation, which may allow nuclear power to count as a green investment. This would allow nuclear power producers to receive lower cost financing for new builds and for refinancing current operations. I also believe that the players within the spot market will continue to buy up any available pounds. The billion-dollar question is if or when utility participants begin to lock in contracts at prices well above $45 to $55 a pound. It hasn't happened yet, but perhaps their hand will be forced in 2022. Copper soared to record prices in 2021 as demand outstripped available supply. I provided several free reports on copper over the years that explained why copper prices would soar. And 2021 was the year that copper price went a lot higher. Copper demand surged last year as economies reopened, electrical vehicles were produced, and renewable power plants were built. As I wrote in my free article, Copper, the Big Squeeze, the world is going to need a lot more copper as it electrifies. Here's a chart that shows you the different sectors of the projected copper demand. Copper producing regions continue to face scrutiny over labor and ESG issues. Strikes at many operations cause production shortfalls at the mines. It would not be unreasonable to assume additional society unrest in these major copper producing regions in 2022. Our top copper stock, which returned in the KRO, has given us an incredible 3,048% return since it started trading. That is over 30 times your money. Yes, you heard that right. 30 times your money. This isn't a typical return, but it's a spin-out company with an incredible asset and management where we got the shares for free as a dividend. Carbon attention. Carbon credits and emission permits were incredible performers in 2021. The European allowance permit, known as the EUA, was up 146% for the year of 2021. Green carbon credits generated from nature-based offsets climbed about 125% in 6 months of trading. The white carbon credits utilized by the airline industry for offsetting rose 246% for the year. Here's a chart showing the different indexes. Katusa research is at the cutting edge of the carbon markets. I've hired more staff specifically for carbon, and I myself am laser focused on it. KRO subscribers who bought positions in my carbon recommendation are sitting on well over 270% gains in less than 6 months. The amount of deal flow and investment opportunities in the sector right now is unlike anything I have ever seen in any other market segment. Perhaps the best thing about this market is that it's literally being further developed and improved every day. This creates even more opportunity for investors of all sizes. I don't think there's anyone in the industry who puts in as much due diligence effort as we do. Months of due diligence go into every idea. Relationships with management teams are cultivated over years. You simply can't replicate this type of experience using market scanners or social media stock picks. I want to announce something new for 2022. I have 2 brand new ideas coming down the pipe for my subscribers. We are in one of the most exciting markets I've ever been a part of in my career as a professional investor. If you don't want to miss out on any of my ideas, investments, or research, please click here for the link. Stay safe. Subscribe to the KRO, which is a Katusa Resource Opportunities, to find out exactly what prices I'm buying at and what price I sell at before the trade occurs. And you get to sell before I do. If you want to give your portfolio an edge, consider becoming a member and giving it a try for yourself.